Hi girls, it's Friday. First off, I would like to respond to Sarah. You are lucky. That sounds like it was incredible. I did not get to see any of the premiere stuff because I was working.
I did.
But George got to see it and he told me about it and it sounded wonderful and I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure you did. Onto this online internet fiasco that I brought up. I feel like I need to clarify a bit because I think that people think that I said something that I didn't, or they just interpreted it differently and not how I meant it to be interpreted. So I'm going to alleviate all of those discrepancies. I'd like to say that I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with the internet. There is nothing wrong with having an internet persona. If I was saying that, then I'd be the biggest hypocrite and I should not even be recording this video. The internet is a wonderful thing. You can do amazing things. You can have great experiences on the internet. You can make wonderful friends on the internet. You can keep wonderful friends that you've made offline through the internet. And it's just absolutely incredible. We as a channel, and I'm assuming most of our viewers, are all a part of this absolutely wonderful internet community of Nerdfighteria, and if it weren't for the internet, that wouldn't be possible, nor would this channel, nor would a lot of the friendships that I have. Internet? Not a bad thing. But what is a bad thing is how we use it. I've noticed people giving up their offline lives just to use the internet. We use the internet like a drug, and it's a little bit pathetic. When you have the opportunity to spend time with someone, in the same room, doing something together, that is something that not all friendships get. That is something that George and I could not do until May 30th. We would have loved to be able to hang out and spend time together and listen to music in the same room and not have like headphones and be muting Skype or whatever. Because we wanted to be able to do that so bad, we cherish every moment when we can do stuff like this now that he's here this summer. Time spent in person with people is incredibly meaningful. Whether you've known this person for years and years and years, or you've only known them for a few months. Whether you met this person in class or you met them online. And the ability to be able to do that is relatively rare when you think of how many people there are in the world and how far apart all of these places where all these people live actually are. So when you actually get the opportunity to spend time with someone in person, spend time with them in person. Don't spend the time texting. Don't spend the time checking your Tumblr or your Facebook. It's just so silly and such a waste to be spending time that you could be hanging out physically with someone, hanging out virtually with someone else. Yes, your online relationships are incredibly important. I will be one of the first to say that. But don't jeopardize your offline relationships. Don't jeopardize all of your friends in college just to hang out on Skype 24/7 and talk to the people who you haven't had a chance to hang out with in person. I'm not saying ignore your online friendships, because online friendships are fantastic. So let's look at the girls on this channel. You girls are online friendships. And I absolutely love it because I love how we're getting to know each other and we're having a lot of fun doing it and we're able to talk not only through this but also through Facebook and Skype. But no offense girls, if I'm hanging out with someone I'm not going to go on Facebook and check the message thread between the 5 of us because that's silly. There's a time for that, and that's not when you actually get the chance to spend time with other people. I just hope that all makes sense. I hope I don't sound crazy. I think I probably do, but that's because I'm kind of really passionate about this and I'm just really sick of people being like, oh yeah, let's totally hang out, and the entire time we're hanging out I'm going to be texting so-and-so. I'd also like to call attention to something that Jen said because I entirely agree with it. We are using the terms online and offline because we have our online friends and we have our offline friends, and offline used to be considered IRL or in real life. Our online friendships are just as real as we make them, which means they can be just as real as our offline friendships. I don't want to make it seem like the friendships that you make online are any less real than the friendships that you make in person. Because let's be perfectly honest, my friendship with all of you guys is just as real as my friendships with people at college. And my friendships with Jen, Candace, and Sarah doesn't differ from my friendship with Lizzie just because I've met Lizzie offline. All of these friendships are real and all of them are wonderful. So everyone have a wonderful weekend, and George, I will see you on Monday.
What do you want me to say?